What's up guys, today I got a nice little color correction tutorial for you in Sony Vegas Pro. So once you have imported your clip by going into File, Open, or Import Media, you're going to want to right click on your video, Properties, uncheck Maintain Aspect Ratio, and disable Resample. This is very important. You must do this. To get rid of this black line on the sides, go to your Event Pan Crop on the right side of your clip and move that in just a little bit so you can get rid of those black lines on the edges. And so next, I go to color curves. Like I've made a couple presets already. Um, yeah. So here's my first preset is montage 3. So this is where you're gonna have to color this stuff. Like you're gonna have to copy this as best you can. So with the red, move this from like it'll be in the middle, like this. It'll be in the middle. So you're gonna want to move that to over here. Is it that effect? So you're going to try to copy this the best you can, and yeah. Now with the green, it's pretty much the same thing, a little bit higher though, and this is a little bit over to the left a little bit. Blue, this is going to be a little bit lower and over to the left a little bit. So remember, just try to copy these the best you can. Let's go back to green. And red. RGB is red, blue, green. Red, green, blue, I'm sorry. And so, yeah, okay. So once you've applied that, it'll give it this kind of little effect. Then, you can go to, no, it's not color corrector, is it? No. Let's go to, where is it? Brightness and contrast. And I'm going to take my montage number 2, apply that on. Gives it that other really nice effect. Now this you're going to bring it to about 0.030 area. This 0.8085 area. And 0.440 area. That's going to be, your main thing. You can definitely overdo this as much as you want. But, yeah, I wouldn't really prefer doing that. So, let's move this stuff back down. Whatever, that's good. Okay, it's better. Once you've done that, go to, well, definitely go to sharpen. Apply the default to this. Doesn't look so good up in here, like up there. Up in here, I'm sorry, like a hood rat. Doesn't look so good up here, but it's going to look better in the overall when you render it. So after you've done that, go to soft contrast, and here I have a preset montage tutorial one, and this should pretty much be all the same. You shouldn't really mess with this too much unless you want to mess with the contrast a little bit. You can see the difference up right about here. Just kind of keep that there. Then the main thing going to want to do is go to vignette and make the exterior effect a blur. We can make this a black effect. We can make it a white. And transparent is like something else. Okay, so blur. The strength at 100%. Horizontal blur 10. Vertical 10. Softness, you can mess around with these settings all you want. The softness pretty much at 0. It makes it so it's very sharp around the edges where it starts to blur. And the 50 makes it very like, how do I explain this? Makes it very, like, I don't know, it just goes into it like, I don't know, it just goes into it like that. Like, I can't explain it. I'm sorry. Width, about 80. You can mess with this. So see, the width is going to go all the way in, so this isn't really blurred, or this is blurred, and this isn't. Oh, never mind. So you can mess around with the width all you want, and the height. Just keep those about 80. Yeah, 79 is fine. Corner radius. That just kind of does some stuff with the corners. keep this pretty low. Exposition. This pretty much decides where you're going to want it to, where you want it to be. So I'm going to have it down here in this corner now. So all of this is blurred and not this little corner, as you can see. So I'm going to keep this again right. This pretty much tells the Sony Vegas like where you want the blur to be. So yeah, I think I had it around 50. Yeah, whatever, that's good. So, yeah, hold on. Alright, that centers that. And once you've done that, you have this nice little clip. Go to warm vignette, actually. Apply this on. This should be pretty default. The tint, just, I don't know. I would keep that pretty low, actually. That pretty much just tints, like, the whole thing. Like, if you want this to be all yellowish, it's good. You can make this whatever color you want. Make it blue, or green, even purple or pink. So, I prefer to keep this at yellow. That looks the best, I think. But, so I prefer to keep the tint pretty low. That gives it this nice effect. And then go to vignette. The exterior effect would be black, so blackens it. Width, just default, everything default. But you can mess around with them, like, again, you can mess around with any of the stuff that you want. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and here is the finished product.